Hello everyone, in this video we'll take a look at a sample resume that I've put together and share some insights that hopefully would be useful to you as you put together your resume for a role in IT and cybersecurity. There are several templates and layouts of resumes you can find online, but irrespective of which one you choose to align with, you may want to include some key sections that we'll talk about in this video. They include the skills section, your experience, relevant certifications, and projects. So let's walk through the sample resume that I've put together and hopefully you can incorporate some of these insights into your resume. So here we have the sample resume, and what you'd realize at first glance is the predominant font color is black with some in blue and underlined. What I recommend is any URL or website embedded in your resume should be in blue and underlined so that the reviewer would know that this is a hyperlink. So at the top, you'd have the basic information such as your name, your email, your number, and the link to your public LinkedIn profile. You would also want to include a summary section talking about your years of experience or your expertise or any projects that you've contributed to. In my opinion, another critical section is the skills section. And in this section, I am of the view that you omit soft skills such as project management, communication, teamwork. In my opinion, you should highlight software and tools in IT and cybersecurity that you are proficient in. Another thing is to ensure that the skills section matches projects that you put on your resume. For example, if I put here that I am skilled in scripting in PowerShell, there should ideally be a project to show how I have used PowerShell. You don't necessarily need to have projects for all the skills here, but as much as possible, you'd want the reviewer to be able to verify one or two of your skills by providing projects to back them. Another section you'd want to focus on is the experience section. And in this section, you'd want to state the company, the period of employment, and the title of your role. But most importantly, in describing your role, you'd want to focus on your achievements and quantify the activities that you performed in that role. You'd most likely see people in this section try to quantify the impact of the activities, but I would advise that if you put percentages here, they are factual and verifiable. For example, if you quantify saying that due to your work, there was a 45% mitigation of risk, you'd want to have reports or performance metrics backing that. So most of the times, I would advise that to be on the safer side, you quantify the activities that you performed rather than trying to gauge percentages of your impact. Another section you'd want to focus on is the certifications section. If you don't have any certifications at the moment, you may decide to reword the title to certificates or courses and provide certificates to any course that you've taken online. But I would always advise that you take at least one industry certification, whether it's in CompTIA, it's in Cisco, or it's in Microsoft. And what you'd want to put here is the URL to your credential or your badge. So how you'd go about putting the credential here is to create a hyperlink. So for example, let's type Cisco and let's say introduction to cybersecurity. And then you'd highlight this text, you right click and you choose link. And in the address section, you'd want to put the address to the credential. So let's say it's cisco.com and just make sure the text to be displayed is the same and then click on OK. It makes it a hyperlink. You may choose to format it to look like the other hyperlinks, change the color. You can use the format painter to change it and just underline it. Another tip is to add the special character you see in front of the hyperlink. And to do this, you go in front of the text and then you go to home, you go to insert, you go to symbol, and then go to more symbols. In here, you'd find all types of font types. You'd want to use the Seagull MDL2 assets. And then from there, you can scroll through. There are several different types of special characters. You can use some for the email. You can use, if you can't find any, you can just download an image and resize it. For example, the LinkedIn icon. And so in here, you can choose the appropriate icon and you can choose to use the globe or you can use the same icon that I used. So in here, you find it here. If you want a shortcut, you can just memorize the character code. It is E8A7. So if you type that, it would bring you to the same character that I have here. So once you insert it in front, it looks like this. You can decide to remove the underlined bits, and this is how it would look. You can also increase the fonts of the special character. So for example, if it looks too small, you can make it 11. If you want to be able to manipulate it even further, you can create this symbol in a text box so that you can easily move it around. Another section you'd want to focus on is the projects section. And in this section, as mentioned earlier, you'd want to make sure that they match the skills section. And in here, you'd want to include URLs to wherever you've posted that project, whether it's on LinkedIn, GitHub, or a link in Google Drive. And as much as possible, you'd want to talk about the tools that you use to create those projects. For example, in Firewall, you can use pfSense, an open source software. You can use Snort for intrusion detection. You can use Wireshark for network analysis. And the final section is the education section. You'd want to state your degree, the university, the month, and the year. If you don't have a degree, you can omit this section and include any short courses that you've taken under the certificates or certification section. You don't necessarily have to follow the same format when putting together your resume. You can rearrange it to suit your needs. This brings us to the end of this walkthrough. Hopefully, you've gained some insights that you can incorporate into your resumes as you aim for roles in IT and cybersecurity. Thank you for watching.